All right, next we're going to start working on features that will allow the player to defend himself from the enemy. So weapons, ammo, etc. So to start, we have some sprites. If we go to our Chapter 8 directory and drill into the sprite sheets folder, we'll see we have ammo and we have a player fight animation. We're going to start with pulling the ammo in to the game. So I'm going to close some of these folders in the project view. In sprites, I should have an objects directory. I do. I'm going to close that. So we're going to want to drag our ammo sprite over into the objects folder. So get back to the folder, select ammo, drag it over into objects, and select the ammo sprite. Texture type should be sprite 2D, sprite mode single. This time we're not going to do any splitting. Pixels per unit 32. Filtering off, and no compression. There's compression, none. Apply, and we're good to go with our new ammo sprite. Okay, we want to create an ammo object now. So in the hierarchy pane, I'm going to say create. Instead of creating an empty one, I'm just going to go ahead and say 2D object sprite. It just gives us a sprite renderer. And in the sprite renderer component on we have to rename this, so we'll call this guy ammo object. Just reset the transform as best practice. And we're going to want to set the layer. No, we're going to set the set the tag to sorting layer. We want to set to characters. Okay, we want to set the sprite to our new ammo sprite. So I'll just click this next to the sprite. See ammo at the top. That looks good. Now we want to add a circle 2D collider to our ammo here. Add component, circle 2D collider. And we want to select is trigger. And set the radius to, for now, we'll set it to 0.2. Okay, now we want to create a new layer, ammo. So over in layer at the top here, add layer, layer 11, ammo, go back and select our ammo object, and then choose our new ammo layer. Okay, save the game, Control S. And we want to go back to our Physics 2D layer collision matrix under project settings. So we can see we have a new layer, ammo, and we basically just want ammo to interact with enemies. So, and itself, so we're going to click off all of these. And when you're done, your matrix should look like this. Okay, X out of that. Now we have an ammo script. So if we go back to our author resources, under Chapter 8, we have an ammo script. So we're going to pull that into scripts, mono behaviors. So find scripts, open it up, back to our folder, and drag ammo over into mono behaviors. And then we want to drag that onto ammo. I'm just going to close render collider. And then drag the ammo script over onto the ammo object. Now, the ammo object, the script has damage inflicted set to 0. I'm going to set this to 1 for now. We'll probably have instructions to do it later, but we'll leave it at 1 for now. And finally, we want a prefab ammo object. So finding our prefabs folder, I'm going to drag ammo object over into prefabs. That looks good. And then I'll delete it from the hierarchy. And save the game. Okay. All right, next we're to give our player a weapon. So in prefabs, let's edit, double click on the player object. And I'm going to close up this to make some room. And what we're going to do is import another script, weapon. So go back to our resources folder, and we should see a weapon script here. Drag that over into mono behaviors. Oops. Drag that over. Having trouble. Drag weapon over. Into mono behaviors. We did it 3 times. All right, let me fix that up. Okay, so select the player object prefab again, and we want to drag weapon over onto the player object. We have some errors. So the error looks like it's missing a class arc, so that should be easy to fix. Let's go into our author's resources again, and we see arc as a component, so let's grab that guy, drag that over. Let's try that again, drag arc over into mono behaviors. Arc is there. Now if we clear these errors, we should get rid of our compilation error because we have arc. Okay. So let's go back and select our player. And we want to drag the weapon script over. So weapon, drag over. So there's a slot for ammo prefab. I'm going to set that up now. So we'll go into our prefabs. Ammo object. Drag that over here. And for pool size, we want to make that 7 for now, and weapon velocity 2. Now we're adding a lot of code to this project. So again, the point of this video is to walk you through the construction of the game, but when we reuse this this code and these concepts, these structures in another game, we're going to need to understand techniques that are being used here and which ones we want to reuse. Okay, I think that's enough for this video. I'm going to save our player object prefab. Back to our game, everything is saved, and we'll continue in the next video.